Alright you guys, so I wanted to do a really quick Q&A video, FAQ, frequently asked questions video, because we get a whole bunch of the same questions, whether it be via Twitter or on YouTube and all that. So I just kind of, for a lot of our new subscribers, since we have like tripled in the past month, I wanted to just answer a lot of questions for you that you might not know. First question, what's your favorite thing about making YouTube videos? My favorite thing about making YouTube videos is like kind of a two-parter, because there's like two different types of YouTube videos that I do. Lately it's been mostly our daily vlogs, which I love being able to capture those moments of Baby Chick and just our life in general that I can then go back and remember that I might not necessarily remember. So that's a huge thing, is being able to kind of like look back on our life and kind of document life almost. So that's my favorite thing about family vlogs. But I also do like short film kind of entertaining pieces, and that's kind of like my passion in life, is creating movies, short films, feature films, whatever. So that is kind of like just my goal in life, is to be able to do that. So that's definitely why I got into YouTube, because I'm able to do that with no, like, I can distribute my own movies basically. So if I make a movie, I can just put it up online, whereas, you know, 10, 15 years ago, that wasn't a thing. So that's kind of my favorite thing about making YouTube videos. I would like to know your setup, camera, etc. Do you get days where you just don't feel like vlogging? How do you get past this? There are definitely days where I just don't want to get up in the morning and I don't want to edit it, because that's definitely the more time-consuming part. I mean, filming throughout the day is fun. I like getting my hands on a camera. That's like my passion. It's definitely the time-consuming editing in the morning that can be rough. And I would say that the only way I do it is knowing that if I don't do it in the morning, that it's going to take away time from hanging out with Ashley or Baby Chick that night. And that's just would defeat the purpose of being a family vlogger, is hanging out with your family less. So also I'm very lucky that I have a job that I get an hour lunch break, and they are cool with me taking my lunch break to do whatever I want, whether it be working on my vlog or you know, going out to lunch. So there have been many mornings where I don't finish the edit and I do it on my lunch break at work. So that's also more motivation. If I don't finish it in the morning, I have to edit it at lunch, and then I don't get a break to go out and relax.
And finding that support that you need. I mean,
and Ashley,
if you don't have it, it's not gonna.
Honestly, Ashley has been, since in the beginning, she wasn't really vlogging or being too much of a part of it, but she has seen how important it is to me, and she's really jumped on being super supportive, vlogging herself, as you guys know, you guys love that, and just being really supportive of doing all these other videos in addition, like these tag videos and FAQ videos that eat up a lot of our time. But I mean, I love it, and I think she's beginning to really jump on board, and she has been super supportive because she knows it's important to me, so that support is huge.
So are you gonna read a book?
I tried reading Harry Potter.
I tried reading a book once.
The other part of the question was camera that you use. Right now we film all of our daily vlogs on this, which we're shooting on right now, which is the Canon PowerShot ELPH 330HS. The only reason I know all that specific is because I'm reading it on the camera.
And I just know
330HS.
Electronics.
Yeah, Ashley,
this is my head nod of.
Anytime I talk about computers or whatever, she's like, oh, okay, because she has no idea what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I'm like that when she's talking about school stuff. She has all of these like abbreviations. I'm like, what are you talking about? There is a 340HS that's out now that has kind of replaced this, which is more expensive. So I would suggest, if you can find the 330, just get that one, because, oh, Baby Chick's awake. So quickly, to wrap it up, I would suggest getting the 330 over the 330 over the 340, just because it's cheaper and I think it's just as good. This camera, if we are shooting anything else on, this is my nice Canon 7D, which I've actually had for years. I've had this for a long time. So if I want to get a more cinematic look, I'll use this. But for the vlogging purposes, holding this out would get super heavy. I've done it once because my camera was dead, but not functional. Also, we only have the one camera, so if Ash has the camera for the day, I'll actually shoot on my cell phone. So sometimes you'll see that it's not as good of a quality of video, and that's probably because one of us is shooting on our cell phone. Like up at the cabin the other day, it was all on my cell phone because we forgot this camera. So don't be afraid of using that. I mean, yeah, it's not as good, but it's better to capture that footage than not. And actually, for the first month and a half of filming, all we used was our cell phones. It wasn't until we started getting the ball rolling that I'm like, all right, we should probably get a real camera. How old is Baby Chick? She is
19 months.
19
She's gonna
months.
be 20 months here soon.
She's getting old, guys.
She's almost 2.
How old are we? I am 27.
I'm 29. But
Ashley is 2 years older than me.
let's just get this out in the open, all right? I am a year and a month older than him. I am not 2 years like he likes to say at this point in time because
She's 29.
I turned 29 first.
Where do we live? We live in the Pacific Northwest. Portland, Oregon is the big city.
How are you so awesome? It just comes naturally. We don't really try it. It's just something that if you have it, you have it. I mean, some more than others, but I mean, what can you do?
Something's full of themselves. Can you shout me out in your video? And you guys, if I shouted out everybody that asked for that, I would be nothing but shout out. So what I do is I have this thing called Twitter retweet shout out. If you guys retweet my video or post my video or share it on Facebook and that kind of thing, every once in a while I will search for the most recent people that have done that, and then I shout out their Twitter name and show them on camera and talk to you and, like, you know, say thank you to you guys specifically. So if you want to get that shout out, be sure to always be sharing our videos and passing them around with your friends and whatnot, because one, that'll help you guys possibly get a shout out, and two, it'll help us grow and get the word out about our channel. So it's kind of a win-win for you guys. What is the best part and hardest part about doing daily videos for us? Love to you all. I don't think that second part's a question.
I guess the best part, in my opinion, I mean, I don't have to edit anything because, yeah, I don't know how.
Someday.
I think you would get far too frustrated. No, it's just easier if I do it.
Probably.
The fact that you can see, you know, what happens when you're not here, because sometimes he has to work really late. That's just his job. It's nice for him to be able to see what Baby Chick is doing, and, you know, he kind of gets to live through it vicariously through, you know, the camera, through vlogging.
100% agree with that. Like, when I'm editing these videos in the morning, I get to watch these things that happened the day before that I wasn't there for. So it's like, it's almost like you guys, I'm seeing it for the first time, and that's just really cool, being able to see these moments that if we weren't doing daily vlogs, I would never ever get to see, but now I get to kind of be part of that.
I might tell you about it, but it's
but
never
seeing
it's
seeing
never
it firsthand
the
is
same.
completely
Yeah.
different. Hardest part.
Hardest part.
For me, the hardest part is I am not a morning person. So getting up at 6 in the morning to edit these vlogs before I get to work, that's probably the hardest part for me.
Well, and finding that happy medium between, you know, what time you should do it. Should you do it at night? Should you do it in the morning?
Having it take away from time that we could be spending together.
You don't want to do family vlogs and take away time from the family.
Yeah, so that's why I decided to wake up early, is because she's getting up early, so we're just doing it at the same time. And in fact, we spending more time together because of that. Before, I would be asleep when she leaves in the morning, but now we actually get to see each other for a little bit.
And I would be asleep, but when it was time for him to go to bed, I'd already be asleep for an hour or so.
So that's the tough thing, just finding the time.
Yeah.
Because we still both work full time. What is your favorite memory you wish you had vlogged? What's your favorite vlogged memory? Two-parter. Well, actually, I'll answer, what was your favorite memory you wished you had vlogged? And I actually just talked about this a few days ago when I was bouncing Baby Chick in the crib. I was doing it just playing around, but when she was first coming home from the hospital and was only a few months old, that's how we used to rock her to sleep.
We took that up till she was like 6 months.
I know, like we would swaddle her up in a little swaddle and then bounce her. So I guess my thing is, it's not one specific thing I wish I'd have vlogged, but like, I wish we would have started vlogging when she was pregnant, like a lot of YouTubers had done. Because
oh God, you wouldn't want to see that.
I mean, yeah, it would have been scary. But it would have been really cool to kind of see Baby Chick from birth. I mean, it'll still be cool to see her from 12 months on, because I think that's when we started, when she was about 12 months. But it would have been even cooler. So much happened in that first year that we didn't capture.
Watching her progression's been really fun, because things that you don't see, or that you see but you don't always remember, that's always nice and always fun.
There's so many memories that have happened over this past 110 days that we've been doing the vlogging that there's not really one specific thing that jumps out. It's just
the zoo day was really fun.
The zoo, anything we go, like going to the Children's Museum and the zoo,
That's so
those are really fun memories to be able to go back and watch and see her at that age being so excited. Those were good ones. What made you want to start making YouTube videos? If there was anywhere in the world you could move to, where would it be? One place I've always thought it'd be cool to go and work for a few years would be in London.
Yeah,
I think that would be
pretty
sweet.
cool.
Because I don't have to learn another language, and the visual effects industry is actually really big over there. And the reason I started making YouTube videos is actually I started shooting videos in college, like my short films in college, and then I put those up on YouTube. But over the past couple years, I have been watching some vloggers, especially like Shay Carl, and I just have always thought that would be really cool to start doing that. So at the beginning of this year, I just set a New Year's resolution for myself, like, all right, I'm gonna start vlogging every day this year, and you know, after a year, if I don't like it or if things aren't going well, you know, I can stop, but I need to go for at least a year. And honestly, in my opinion, things have been going so well, I don't see us stopping at the end of this year. I see us continuing on, unless something drastic happens before the end of the year. I could see this going on for a while, so yeah, that's why I started. When are you coming to Florida to hang out with us? If things are going really well a year from now, maybe we'll see you guys at Play This Live 2015.
Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, and
I would go.
even if we don't go, we've been wanting to go to the Harry Potter World since it opened forever ago, and we haven't gone. You alright?
Oh, it went wrong too.
She's just really excited about Harry Potter, guys. Oh, I remembered another question that I get all the time is, what kind of dog is that? And Apollo is a Great Dane, and he is about 3.5, 4 years old now, somewhere in between there. I'm not sure exactly, but he is a Great Dane, and yes, he is massive. He weighs about 130 pounds. So I think that pretty much wraps up all of the like really commonly asked questions. So if you guys have any more that we missed, comment down below and I will answer them there. And then maybe in the future we'll do another FAQ video, but I think we pretty much covered the bases on our most common questions. So hope you guys learned something, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye. Sorry. I'm getting distracted by your computer. It's flashing pictures at me.